Hi, it's Heather, and this month I am participating in the Best of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life and many other fabulous scrappers. Be sure to check out the link to the playlist below so that you can see all of the creations this month. Today I have a pretty literal interpretation of the sketch that was designed by Suzanna Lee. It called for kind of a V shape with a couple of photos over the top. So I decided to use photos from my daughter who recently graduated from her university. And so to me, the V kind of looked like the sash or whatever drapes over people's back when, when they have a graduation. She did not have one of those because it's a bachelor's degree, but nonetheless, it worked well to kind of give some character to the page. This is an unusual all cardstock layout for me. I typically, well, that's not true, I guess. Looking at the mat, I did use some pattern paper to mat the photos. But typically, I don't use this much cardstock. And so I just mounted the photos on some foam, and then I just did not feel like it had enough character, really. So after trimming off a little mess up that I made with the yellow paper, I'm kind of thinking about what can I add that will make a little bit more pizzazz in the layout. And it's still turned out, it's a very simple layout. So I had these rhinestone swirly things that have been sitting around for quite a while. And I just decided to use those. My daughter is a pretty over the top kind of person, so just plain cardstock was not going to do for her layout here. And then I like how that's looking. I end up adding another little partial piece that I had there, just so it flourishes out the other side as well. And then I'm going to try to get the photo to glue down. I had the foam on there, so that lifted it up, and so it really wasn't sticking to the paper necessarily. It was more just sticking to the rhinestones. So it took a while to get it to stick down. I typically will put an acrylic block over the top and let that hold down for a while, and it does the trick after a little bit. You have to give it some time to let the glue set. Okay, and then I'm really not going to do a whole lot more. I'm going to add the title, which was a word thicker that says celebrate, and that goes right on. And then I'm going to add on another little sticker that just says the graduate, so celebrate the graduate. And it's pretty much complete as is. So there's the sticker sheet that I'm using. Again, this super old, but I don't have a whole lot of graduation things. Thus, you can see that photo slipping around there when I lifted up the block. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of graduation themed things sitting around. So this was pretty much all that I had was one sticker sheet. So I'm going to add that title, and I'll end up going back and gluing that because the Thickers glue was not too terribly sticky. And then I found another scrap of the pattern paper that I used to mat the photos to put the graduate on. I originally tried to do it on the yellow cardstock, and it just was a little more harsh than I wanted it to be. That brown and gold, it's the school color, so it is what it is. But the pattern paper has some brown and a light gold color as well, so it tied in okay. And yeah, here we go, gluing the title down. I get a little bit messy with the glue, so I have to clean some of that off, but the nice thing about the glue is that it dries clear and it's not really visible after the fact. So I don't really have a whole lot more to say about the layout. I'm pretty sure we're going to be finished up, wrapping it up pretty soon. So I really appreciate you watching. I hope that you come back and watch videos in the future. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and then you won't miss anything new that gets shared. Oh, I also added on this little medallion. I printed it off from just an image on the internet. That's the school's kind of seal or whatever. So that wraps up the layout. There's some still photos coming up next. And again, I appreciate you being here.